...2023 election. Don't support candidates without certificates. Kwankwaso to students. This must be a very direct hit. Oh boy. This is what Kwankwaso is saying during his campaign. And he said this yesterday. Okay. Don't support candidate without certificate. Kwankwaso tells students. This is a direct hit on somebody like Tinubu. That is the truth. Because Tinubu has, with all the baggages he has, one of it is certificate forgery. Okay, he has not been able to prove his primary and secondary school certificate. Even the degree certificate he provided has been debunked by the investigative journalist in the US, Hyundai. Okay, so now everything about him is shrouded in secrecy. That is Tinubu now. Everything about him, education, his age, his health, his source of income, his parental background, everything about him is cloudy, not clear. Okay, and I'm sure now Naira the design has taken over all those things now, because everybody is talking about hardship caused by fuel scarcity and Naira shortage in circulation. Okay, but then all those other issues are just in the cooler. They have not been resolved, they have not been turned away. Okay, so Kwankwaso is coming out now to hit her, to say, don't support candidates without certificate. Tell us that Tinubu doesn't have certificate, because that is the only person that is parading himself without valid certificate. That is what I say here. And this is the plot of the North to make sure they don't support Tinubu. This is a campaign against APC. That is the truth. Barely 8 days to the 2023 general election, the new Nigerian People's Party NNPP presidential candidate Rabi Kwankwaso has highlighted the kind of candidates Nigerians should not support. Kwankwaso said Nigerians should not support candidates whose educational certificates are questionable. Speaking at a town hall meeting with students in Kefi, Nasarawa State, Kwankwaso also cautioned against supporting candidates with contentions over their age. Can you imagine? And now these are the issues surrounding Tinubu. The North will not support. It's obvious that the North will dump Tinubu. They will not support him. It's obvious. Kwankwaso advised, don't support people without certificates and who don't know their age. That is obviously Tinubu. Don't support people whom, when you ask them about their age, feel insulted. And don't support people who want to impose people like them. Can you imagine? It is very unfortunate that we have a very divided country and we make WASC and NECO free of charge to all Nigerians like in the past. We will ensure scholarships of students where children of the poor can go to school. Those are the things Kwankwaso said in Nasarawa State when he went for his campaign. This is serious. So the main point of campaign here is that Nigerians should not support any candidate who does not have a good educational background or whose educational qualification is questionable, who also do not know their age. When you ask them about their education or their age, they feel insulted. I'm sure this must be referring to Tinubu. He just didn't want to mention the man's name, but it is obvious. These are the issues surrounding Tinubu that are yet to be resolved. Okay, this is throwing stone, very serious stone on a glass house. It go crash. It go crash. Now, wow. So this is what Kwankwaso has told the people of Nasarawa State, and during his campaign, he went further to promise that he will provide free education for children in secondary school. He will make WAEC, WASC and NECO exams free for students, so they will be able to go to school and provide an environment that the poor or the children of the poor can go to school without hassle. This is what Kwankwaso is saying. Well, we all know that this point he raised here are obviously referring to Tinubu's condition. Tinubu's age is questionable. His academic background is questionable. Even his source of income is questionable. His parental background is questionable. Everything about him is questionable. Even the degree he provided that he said he attended in the United States is also questionable, had been full of debunks. Okay, so where does he lie? We don't know. His health is also questionable. So everything around him is questionable. The only thing, he's just being desperate to become president of Nigeria so I can register his name as one-time president of Nigeria. That's just what he wants. He actually doesn't have anything to offer. He is suffering from dementia. And people very close to him said his hand shakes like somebody having Parkinson's disease as well. So everything about him is cloudy. And that is the campaign point for Kwankwaso here in Nasarawa State. This is not surprising. This is something everybody knows. I'm just trying to bring everybody's consciousness to it, to be careful, to be sure that they don't fall victim anymore. Okay? They don't have to be deceived. They don't have to be coerced. There are a few comments here. Let's see what people have to say about Kwankwaso's point here. This is a serious one. This is a serious one. Okay? So somebody saying, what of Atiku? Which school did he finish from? And whose also Atiku was the controller of customs in 80s. Up to today, he is still claiming 60 plus. Haba. Two of them are not fit for the president position. Yeah. So Kwankwaso is talking here, and somebody is bringing Atiku into the business, into the comments. Okay. So it's not just Tinubu, it's both Tinubu and Atiku. Their ages are not very, very clear. Their education also not very, very clear. This is serious. Another person is saying, you don't have to vote for him either. Yes, you don't have to vote for Kwankwaso as well, because Kwankwaso actually is PDP breed. That is the truth. You are saying what you do not know because of the unnecessary hatred you have for Atiku. Did the writer mention anybody's name in the write-up? So why are you mentioning Atiku's name? And for the records, Atiku did not say he is 60 years old. Everybody knows that Atiku says that he is 72 years old. So I don't know where you got your own 60 years from. Okay, and in case you want to know, Atiku has diploma in law. Do you research well before commenting publicly? Okay. Tinuboya, come out. You own this one. Show us your certificate and tell us your age. How old are you? 70 Tinubu, you lie. Or you lie, and your daughter is 61. This lie really happened. I please. Now, somebody to go and ask Tinubu's mother about his age. For the certificate, you may sue him or ask Chicago State University or INEC. So no primary school, no secondary school, just boom, Chicago University and obtain Chicago certificate. Now lie now. You don't want to talk the truth. Please and please vote APC out of power. This hardship is too much for us in Nigeria. But we are expecting votes from those who don't have certificate. Can you imagine? So somebody is asking council now. You are saying we shouldn't vote anybody that does not have certificate, but you're expecting vote from people who do not have certificate. So how can we reconcile that? Because it's in Kano State, we have the highest number of school dropout and Amajiris who do not go to school. And these are people they have lined up and registered to vote. So how can you explain that? Oh yeah, council, come and answer. Somebody say rubbish and mischievous talk. With your certificate as a governor of Kano State, how many Amajiris school did you build? Yes, you are more or less educated illiterate with propaganda. Okay, were you able to eradicate street Amajiris in Kano? Absolutely no. I advise you concentrate on what you will do and stop mischievous statement. Hence, it will take you to nowhere. Just tell them not to vote Tinubu because all your description is directly related to Tinubu. We know. Now, wow, it's a funny one. So this is Kwankwaso telling everybody, especially people of Kefi in Nasarawa State, not to vote anybody that their educational background and their ages are questionable. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.